Hi everyone, my name is Angela from Angela Stitches and welcome back to my channel. So I basically finished everything last night on my autumn sampler, small ornament project, and I added a couple of crescent moons here. I just copied this side but in a mirror image so that it looks a little different but not completely. And then I added some spider webs and a couple of spiders. And I think now it doesn't look empty anymore, or that it used to be empty, if that makes sense. And then I just basically worked on backstitching everything. There's a lot of backstitching on her dress, surprisingly, but it's not that visible, but I did it anyways. And so last night I thought this was finished, but then I woke up this morning and looked at it again, and I think I do want to fill the space up here. So I'm just deciding what to put there. Maybe one of these apple, I was thinking. Or I could just keep it Halloween and just backstitch a couple of these pumpkins. But then I have a pumpkin down here, so if I had planned ahead, I would have mirror imaged the crow and move it here and do the pumpkin on the other side. Or since the backstitching isn't orange, I guess pumpkins wouldn't look that bad. But if I do the pumpkins, I would do it in a way that it doesn't get cut off or touch the moon. But maybe the leaves would look cute too. I don't know. I'll just think about this a little bit. But other than that, I'm really happy with it and super excited to turn this into an ornament. But I think I'll start the finishing once I get at least 3 small pieces out of this and do it all at the same time because I want the whole series to be cohesive. And so yeah, so speaking of finishing, I'm going to start finishing one of the ornaments that I have planned in my last video or the week before. I can't remember, but I'm just gonna do a simple round ornament with this, so it should be a quick finish. So it's the next morning, and last night I started finishing, and as you can see, this is not a circle. I decided to do a abstract pumpkin shape. I started with a circle and then cut off the top and the bottom, but I made sure that one of the side was shorter than the other, so it kind of resembles a pumpkin. So I think I'll scan this and include it in the chart for finishing directions so that you can use this shape too to finish if you get this chart. But yeah, so this is what I have so far on this. I just taped the pieces to the cardboard with interfacing inside. Same with the back piece, but I have the hanger taped. And then all I need to do right now is sew these two pieces together and add the bow here. And then I think this is really cute, but I'm gonna add this rope around the edge. So I got this for my other project, but I'm gonna add this, but I feel like this might be too thin. So I'll just twist it and make it thicker and then sew it on. But I'm gonna see if I need to do this or not after I put the ornament together. But I think this will look really cute too. So after this, I'm gonna start my other ornaments as well, but I don't know which one to start next. Let's see here. I have the angel and then like the Halloween piece. But yeah, I want to finish all 4 by this weekend, but I'm not really sure which one to start next. But yeah, I'm gonna start on my second one as soon as I get this one done. And then I'm also going to work on writing the finishing description. I usually don't add any finishing directions in my chart because I feel like I'm pretty new at this too, but I get questions about it a lot, and I guess I could write up a short description of what I did, and maybe that information could help. So I'm going to start doing that with my charts from now on and add pictures of the materials I use because I think it'll be hard to get exactly what I used in my projects since I'm using things that I already have. I rarely buy things to finish a specific project, so that could be a little difficult to write on my description, but I think if I add pictures, I think that could help. So I have a finish, and I think this turned out really cute. I'm really happy with it. It kind of looks like a little purse, but I think it's still cute. I ended up not twisting the rope to make it thicker. I thought it was way too thick that way, so I just kept it with one strand. So yeah, the bow isn't perfect, but I think that's the charm. So yeah, I'm going to work on my next piece now. And I started experimenting, so I'm gonna do my autumn piece. And so I started out by cutting out the cardboard, and I'm going to do a double layer ornament to size this up. So I have the small cardboard here, and then two bigger ones for the back, so it'll look something like this. And then instead of attaching the hanger like I usually do, I thought I would punch a hole and have the hanger through that hole. So I had these, and I've never used this before. I kind of forgot I had these. But I tried it out, so it works, but the cardboard is kind of too thick. But I'm going to do this right here and have the hanger going through it. But I might have to change the cardboards to something thinner because the fabric will add to the thickness too. So I'm going to cut out the same shape in a thinner cardboard, and hopefully the rivet can hold all those layers. And I'm still not sure if I want to add the pom-poms yet, but I'm gonna decide that later. But before that, I need to change this paper to something thinner because this fabric is really thick. So yeah, and then I'm just going to use black for whatever this is called. I call it a rivet, but I'm not sure if that's the correct name for it. But yeah, and I had a couple of options here, but I think the black will look really nice with the stitched piece. So this is something kind of new that I'm trying out. So this is actually really fun to work on right now just because I'm trying new things. And I can't believe I had these tools and never used it before. I'm not even sure what these are called, but yeah, and then I finished my autumn piece, and I just ended up stitching three of the pumpkins with the back stitching with some orange dots, and I really like that. I thought I wasn't gonna like it because there's a pumpkin right underneath. I thought it was going to be too repetitive and clash with the bigger pumpkin on the bottom, but it doesn't clash at all, so I'm really happy with it. Maybe because it's backstitch that it doesn't really catches your eye. It's kind of like wallpaper. So yeah, I'm going to put this away now until I get two more pieces done out of the autumn sampler, and I hope it doesn't take too long because I really want to hang them next fall. So yeah, but I still have some time until then. So, and I finally started my Mystery Sal part 11, and this is only 15 minutes of stitching. Yeah, I didn't really do much. And I even made a mistake. I added, well, I need one more stitch here, so yeah, it's a little short. It doesn't match the other bottom here. So I'm going to fix that first. So yeah, that's all the stitching. And then I worked on my English paper piecing project instead, so let me bring that out. So I started this project beginning of this year, I think, and I stopped because, not because I didn't want to work on it, but because I wanted to work on my other cross-stitching projects, and I really want to get this done now because I don't want to carry this over to 2021. So I'm turning this into a cushion, and last night I worked on sewing in all of this outer pieces, and I just need to finish sewing the sides now, so that it all connects, and then I'll add like a strip of fabric around it and attach these two pieces like this, and then add a zipper somewhere, and then yeah, and then this will be done. So this is a really fun project to work on. I really like doing it, but when I started this project I really didn't have that many options for fabrics. So yeah, but I think I have some options now because I've received some really pretty floral patterns or floral pattern fabrics from Margarita. So after I finish this cushion, I think I'm gonna start another English paper piecing project. So I didn't have that much time to stitch yesterday, so this is only 15 minutes worth of stitching, and I only did like the inner outline and then started the inner motif. And I was hoping to get this whole motif done, but I was just too tired, and then I started making the hanger, and I really didn't do much else. But let me show you the hanger so far. It's not much, but let me show you anyways. So this is the hanger for my ornaments, and my dad actually helped me put the nails on the wall. Well, not the wall, but like the wooden molding part, because this wall has a layer of cement, so I didn't want it to go through the trouble of drilling, so that's why it's up there. But I'm gonna add the other stick below this one so that I could hang more pieces all at once. And I'm gonna try to work on this later tonight, but I'm not really sure. I have a lot of other work to do, but hopefully I'll get this done pretty soon. So I didn't stitch at all on Wednesday, so I don't have an update for Wednesday, but yesterday I finished an ornament and then worked on my Mystery Sal. So I got the first motif done and then the smaller flower, and then there's two places for initials or alphabets, but I'm not gonna do those, and I'm just gonna start the other motifs around it. But I really want to get this done because I want to finish my Santa piece by Bryce Tree Ornaments um, within November too. So I don't know, I was really busy this week, but I did finish one of my ornaments, which I'm really happy about. So here it is. It's one of the Prairie Schooler seasonal squares, and I ended up using this rope again, and this is really stiff, so it kind of sticks out like this, but maybe I'll cut it shorter. And then I did the hanger with the same rope, just made a knot here so that the ornament hangs straight instead of spinning around. And then, yeah, I was going to use this pom-poms, but it was too chunky for this piece, so I ended up just using the rope instead, and I really like it. And I'm really liking the look of this, like this one too, so I might use this for another project. But yeah, and then the back is just plain with nothing on it. And I did end up changing this rivet to a copper one instead of the black, because you couldn't really see it because the fabric is pretty dark as well. And I actually really like it that way. I think it's a really nice accent. But I did mess up here. So you can kind of see the cardboard through this corner, but I think the hole puncher that I used was a little too big for this type of rivets. But overall, I'm super happy with it. And tonight I'm gonna start my next one, my angels. So I actually planned out everything, what to do with this, but I keep changing them as I'm working on it, so I'm not really sure what this is gonna look like at the end. So this is the very bottom corner, and I really like the look of this motif. And even though this looks really complicated, it was really easy to stitch. I think this might have been one of my favorite to stitch, because you know how some things are really pretty and looks really simple, but then it's kind of difficult to stitch. This one was, at first I thought it was going to be really tricky to stitch, but then it was actually really easy. And I think this only took about half an hour, so that was really fun to work on. It was just easy to follow for some reason. So yeah, and then I think I'll move up and work on this bigger motif. I'll add a picture of what this looks like because I didn't print it out. And then there's another motif here, and then I think that's it. Or no, there's a bee here, like an actual bee motif. So yeah, after that, this will be finished because I'm not gonna do the initials. And I was hoping to get this done this week, but I don't think I'm going to. I might need a couple more days to finish this. And then last night I finished my angel ornament. So here's the ornament. And I think it's alright. It's not my favorite, but I'm okay with it. So I added in the lace like I said I would, and also the hanger. And I was just going to add the lace in a straight line, but I didn't like the look of it. So I kind of scrunched it up and made it look like, like those flowy curtains. So that's why it's cut in the middle, because I cut the lace first to the width of the ornament, thinking that I was just going to add it straight. But yeah, I also added another extra piece of lace because I wanted something like a border there, and I really like the double layered look. And the back has nothing on it, and yeah, so not my favorite, but I don't hate it or anything. I think it looks cute still. And then this morning I realized that I was going to use this for my Prairie schooler, and I totally forgot. So I'm thinking I could take this bow out maybe and replace it, but I'm not really sure if I can at this point because it's stitched onto this fabric. So I think I'll just leave this as it is and just save this for another project. I feel like this would look really nice with another Prairie schooler designs. So maybe in the future I'll remember to use this. So yeah, I finished 3 ornaments this week and I still have one more left to finish, but let me just move this a little bit over here. So I have 3 fully finished ornaments, and then tonight I'm going to finish my last one, this lavender and lace angel, and then I think I'll be done with finishing for this month. I'm trying to finish at least 3 or 4 ornaments every month, and I've been doing that for several months now, except for October, I think. And then next month I'm finishing 12 ornaments. So, yeah, but I need to stitch more small pieces to do ornaments because I think I'm almost out of projects to finish. But yeah, I guess that's everything for this video. I know it's been like a week since I've uploaded because usually I think I upload every 3 or 4 days, I think, but I didn't really do much this week, stitching wise. So I didn't really have that much to share. But yeah, so I'm gonna end the video here. Let me know if you have any questions, and I hope everyone is doing really well. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.